Scanning for audio.
Hello and welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. I know I'm supposed to be doing exciting things like talking about iPlayer and the things that's coming at the end of the month and the 60th anniversary and all that absolute loveliness. But you know me, and you know that I've got a really bad throat at the moment. So of course I'm going to talk about the 8th Doctor Adventures from Big Finish Audacity. Not the lovely stuff that's happening, not the specials. I'll try and get a review of the specials on the same day that they come out. I'll try my best. I'll spend some quality time with you. I've got something special planned for the 23rd, but you'll find out at the time. Okay, so, starring Paul McGann and Jay Griffiths. Jay Griffiths is a fantastic actor. She's been doing some brilliant work. Whenever you see something great on Channel 4, you'll go, oh yeah, Jay Griffiths, she's great. Even in the extras, Paul McGann says, oh, you know what, we're great actors. And it's not always the case that we always do great stuff together, but we do today. And having not the audacity, but literally the audacity to go, yeah, we're great actors. Because they are. And that's it. Right, what you've got is the equivalent of 3 discs, 2 stories. Let's read you something, because something happens at the very end that I'm not going to discuss, but it does mean that the cover for the Christmas release needs something adding to it. Yeah. The Doctor is about to gain a new best friend. Lady Audacity Montague has carved her own path in Regency England. She's also been watching the heavens, wondering what lies beyond, and when the Doctor gatecrashes one of her famous society balls, Audacity is given the chance to find out. So like I said, it's a 3-disc story. I know I look so small today. Maybe it's the angle. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're used to my face anyway, aren't you? The Devouring, Lisa McMullin. Now, Lisa McMullin has basically had a big hand in creating this brand new companion. And she's done a storming job. The people at Big Finish have just done a great job with this character. She's an all-round great person. She fits with the 8th Doctor perfectly. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just a great fit. The Devouring. Lady Audacity. Any podcaster worth their salt just instantly goes, but that's the software I used to edit on. Audacity. Lady Audacity Montague, strong-minded and unconventional, has been gazing at the stars, but unfortunately for her, everyone she knows, they've been staring back. She's made, inadvertently, intergalactic eye contact with a malevolence known as the Devouring. Now it wants to consume her, but Audacity is already consumed with rage. It's just so well put together. Now, the thing is, when you're introducing a new companion, the real trick is not to have a classic monster, someone that you're used to, because as an audience we kind of go, oh yeah, we'll be spending some quality time with the monsters and not with a new person. So the focus has to be on this new person, which is fine and dandy, but you know what I mean. So you've got this brand new creature, which is perhaps arguably the weakest part of the whole storyline. But that's because it has to come second to the new companion, and it has to come second to, well, the overall arcing what's going on, which is great. Genuinely well delivered, genuinely well constructed, and you know this character intimately by the end of this story, and that is, well, that's just a vote of confidence all round. Lisa's been doing some storming work lately, and I'm very, very impressed. Then you've got the 2-parter. They're both called The Great Cyber War Part 1, and then remarkably, the next one's called The Great Cyber War Part 2, both written by Tim Foley. The Great Cyber War. Humanity and her allies versus the horror of the Cybermen. This is no place for the Doctor to take his new best friend, but the Aurum, the war, seems far away. There are parties, cupcakes, and all the gold of Voga, and not a Cyberman to be seen. In part 2, you've got the Cyber Wars come to Aurum. The best hope for survival lies with the great Oberon Fix. Great name. Genuinely good name. The finest scientific mind of his generation working to protect humanity, but the Doctor is worried that his own presence will affect history's outcome, and for Audacity, life with the Doctor will never be the same again. Couple of things. One, this is a sister piece to that whole Revenge of the Cyberman thing. It once and for all sorts out several of the problems for the Cybermen, which is A, what's going on with gold allergy, and them getting rid of it. What was going on in the background before Voga? Why does Voga end up wandering the star system? They are dealt with, obviously, towards the end of the story. Some people would argue that is fan service, but in the overall world of Doctor Who, we need to know where we stand, and this answers a lot of questions. And also, let's face it, Nick Briggs is doing the Cyberman, and he's managing to give us a brilliant version of the Cyber Controller's voices that you heard in those 1970s story. Lovely. Absolutely superb. Big fan, genuinely. I just love this. And you know what? I'm listening in the car and I'm thinking, oh, this is a great box set. This is brilliant. And then at the very end, I'm thinking, oh yeah, it'll be finishing and then we'll get the extras. And everyone will be saying what a lovely time we had with each other. And oh, what a great thing. We all got on so well. And the lunches were great. And all that kind of usual nonsense. But then there's a next bit. What normally in Marvel services would be a post-credit scene. But it's not. It's before they cry. And the thing happens that made me literally, and I'll be honest with you, I'm sitting in the car listening to this, do this. I punched the air. I'm a 51-year-old bloke, and I punched the air because of what happens, and I don't want to spoil it, because it made me joyous. This is the highlight of the anniversary year for me. And I'm not saying that lightly. Obviously, I've not seen the new stuff, but the David Tennant specials are going to have to be damn good to make me any happier than the end sequence of this. Right, here's the trailer. Listen for yourself. And keep an eye out on the casting of the next box set. Lady Audacity is here to stay. And I'm very happy about that. And yeah, if you want, I'll talk about iPlayer. Do you really want me to? Perhaps I should do some sort of I would start here kind of thing. Or do you want me to have a random rant about Ian and his hunting down of the will? I can do that if you want as well. But to be fair, what you usually want is just me talking about Doctor Who. And I can do that anytime. So until next time, here's the trailer. And decide for yourself. Until next time, be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, The Eighth Doctor Adventures, Audacity.
Lady Audacity Montague.
And I'm the Doctor.
There is a comet crossing the sky tonight. I am away to my telescope. A shooting star that creeps across the sky. It is most curious.
Did nobody ever tell you to be careful what you wish for? The Devouring. They're called the Devouring.
Shall consume you.
Doctor, this starship, does it take you through the darkness?
In so many ways.
Ladies, gentle beings, we're delighted to welcome you to the Aurum.
A golden domain.
Quite literally.
Our Viceroy of Victory, Oberon Fix.
Audacity, we have to leave. Now.
They're locking us down!
Humanity and their allies are facing the greatest threat to their existence.
All Aurum security measures are being deactivated.
A near unstoppable enemy that not only courses through the galaxy but converts it, corrupts it.
The Doctor.
Grab some glitter guns, glitter bombs, anything you can carry.
You're Vogan. The guards are Vogan, but none of the guests at that gathering were.
Fated foretold this weapon ends the war.
The Cybermen never give up.
It's a Cyberman. Off the flight deck, both of you. Both of you!
You will let us in.
Not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin.
You were right, Vron. It is the silence that gets you.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Everything discussed is the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. For early access to reviews, follow the show on YouTube or Twitter @TinDogPodcast. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.